did turn it on. Okay. Hi. Hello. I'm late. I'm sorry. It's sale day. It's been busy. It's been so busy this morning, and I wanted to wash my hair. I did chicken house lady stuff yesterday, and I'd washed, but I didn't wash my hair, and it was very needed. Oh, I think something's not uploading onto my Insta. We'll deal with that later. Hi, hello, how are you? It's a little later than usual because again, sale day. Good morning. Hi. Oh, yay, people are starting to get on, so I'm gonna start getting my makeup on. I'm a little bit limited on time. I got about 45 minutes, which I can do. Good morning, Sandy. Who's been shopping the sale? What is everybody getting? I've made 2 purchases because once I got lists together for all my customers, got all the emails sent out, and then I went to bed and I forgot to buy myself stuff because I really wanted to get more. I bought 2 more of these, and then I got 2 of the Xanadu's. And is that all that I got? Nope. Yet. I don't even remember. Oh, good morning, Sharon. I can't even remember everything that I got, but then it was the middle of the night because I woke up, I was like, oh, the sale. I didn't get myself anything. So I acted like I was getting water and went and snuck downstairs. The husband didn't get woken up by me online shopping on my phone. And so I went downstairs and got those things. And then I woke up this morning and I was like, and hawing. And I just decided, you know what? I'm going to get the rollerball perfume because why not? It might be nice. You can ask a color question. Absolutely. And you can ask me anything you want. That's why I do these lives. I love my Monday morning lives on YouTube. Very interactive, very engaging. I don't know if there's a lot of lives like mine. If you watch a lot of makeup videos, is there? Because the ones I follow, lives aren't like mine. But I did end up getting the glitter collection that comes with the little square palette in this pattern, the glitters, and then the half cleaning tile. Because I'm going to put it in, because I have my other glitters. Where are they? Right here. I have these glitters. And they're just fun for Halloween, for New Year's, with kids playing with makeup. So I'm going to put all of my glitters in this little bad boy with my separate cleaning tile, because I don't want a cleaning tile with glitter. Okay. How is using Aspen for color correcting different than Mango for color correcting? That is a great question, Catherine. It is a different color. It's a completely different color. I always say, I don't think use linen for a highlight. Wow. Moonlit, no, I would have, if linen works and you feel good about linen, stay with linen, and you could use Moonlit as a brightening highlight. And I would say, good morning, Brittany. I would say tan lines would be a really great bronzer for you because you're so fair, and the other ones can probably pull really warm and orange on you. Okay, Aspen is gray and dense, and that's why I like it, and it works with my redness, but there's some redness that is very deep, almost purpley, and I don't want to say thick, but the redness is different. And that's where I say it's not something for everybody. Mango is really good at canceling some color. It's very creamy, so you have to be really careful with it because it can look really thick, especially on your pores. And so for me, I can show you when I do my makeup today how I'm gonna do it, because I'm gonna use a little bit more Athens. I jump between Athens to Hazel super fast, and yesterday I did my makeup and it pulled me just too dark. I looked like I was tanorexic a little bit. But I'm going to show you how I'll use the way people use Mango. Maybe I'll use Mango. Maybe I'll grab Mango. Why not, right? Let's give it a whirl. That's why we do these. I know I got it in here somewhere. Haha, Mango. I'm going to take out my Hazel. Let's play with my palette here. I was really playing with my palette yesterday. Okay, news flash on some of the releases. What color is this? Is this the right color? Oop, it's not. Xanadu is low stock, which is the new bronzer, but by Christmas it's going to be permanent. If you're missing it, if you're not going to do it, okay, I'm sorry. What was the name of the bronzer? Xanadu. Right here. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love it. It is low stock. Hey, Alice. But Xanadu, so pretty, so lovely. There is a link in my description to directly shop the sale. You don't have to go through my link tree. Just click the shopping link that says Shop Saints Customer Appreciation Sale. It'll take you right to the new releases to go shop. Just grabbing some colors here that I need. Where are they all? You guys. Yikes, where is my Hazel? Not my Hazel, my Athens. Cheese and crackers, man. It's in here somewhere. I just had it. I'm a Hot Mess Express today. Is that an illuminator? That looks like an illuminator. Fiddle dee dee. I'm gonna go amber, just because why not? Because it's right here and I really don't want to go digging around any longer than I do. So with Aspen, for me, I like its density the most because it's gonna stay where I put it and it's gonna hold my makeup on the best. And that's why I like it. But I do understand that Aspen does not work for everyone. And so, yeah, we're gonna do our eyes first because I have to. It falls out and it messes up my makeup. All right, we're gonna put on our primer. There's a link in the description. I have 2 links today on my description. One is for you to directly shop the sale and the new releases because again, Xanadu is low stock. So if you want it, it's time to go grab it. And it's gonna be back permanently by Christmas, but I mean, who wants to wait for Christmas? And they don't do sales like this at Christmas, the discount based off of purchasing price. They only do this once. They've only done this. This is the second time. And so if you're waiting for Black Friday, it's great, but those are limited sale items. All right, I'm just prepping the lids. I'm just prepping the lids, but yeah, nobody wants to wait for Christmas. Go buy Xanadu now. Leave my live, go buy Xanadu and BRB. You know how long it takes me to actually do my makeup and my poor hair. It's just everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, we're gonna grab out our eyeshadows. I am gonna use Legend. Legend is such a beautiful color. It's only available this month. And there's no other color like it. That's my opinion. If you think there's another one, that's fine. And I mean, if you think, let me see, because I could see how people might think that it looks like Goldeneye, or let's see what else people might think it looks like. Maybe Aries. Is this Aries? Venus, Aries. It picks up better. It picks up better than all of them. The other ones, you really have to dig into them and rub. Yeah, Aries, it might look like, but if you look at this, you see that film over the top? It makes it hard to pick up. But Legend isn't like that. I'm pulling Legend out, and I am going to grab my smudge, not my smudge brush. Why do I call it a smudge brush? Because it seems like a smudge brush. I think it was misnamed. I'm gonna get my etch brush out here, and I'm gonna use another limited edition color that I've seen is available. Okay, my shopping link is in my description somewhere. There, you should be able to click my name, and it should have a shopping link because I put it with everything. But it is in there, and it says Shop Saints Sale. All right, this is Skyfall. It has a touch of shimmer. I'm taking my etch brush. I'm gonna use this more square end, and I'm gonna push into it. I've been playing with the cream eyeliners, and I just didn't like the final look. I like using powders is what I learned. So there. All right, we're gonna pop this open, and I am gonna prep by just smudging Skyfall into my lash line. Not from the waterline. I guess I could try. I really just want a nice thick lash base. Does that make sense? You see how just adding that right on the lash line? I'm not trying to make this a thick eyeliner. I'm just smashing this into the lash line. I'm gonna see if I can pull eyeshadow with my fingernail. Not exactly. And then I'm gonna use this little smudger side just to pull it up a bit. But I like smashing Skyfall directly into my lash line from about halfway across and out. I think it gives my eye just a little bit of lift. Ooh, I like that a lot. But Skyfall's super pretty. I think it's limited edition. It doesn't say, but I thought they told us it was, but it is still available. I was surprised when I was looking at it. Really, really pretty. It's just a nice... Skyfall sold out? Well, sugar. Okay. Anyway, if you have it, it's great. You could also do this with kohl is another good option, but I don't like doing it with straight up Salem because I think Salem can overwhelm an eye and mature it. So I go just a little bit above the lash line here, and then I'm going to push up into the lashes from under, but only halfway across. And then we're just gonna give a little bit of lift, use this little smudger side to just lift up and out. It's not a lot, it's just a touch, and it makes just this little wonderful difference. I wish I had my computer in here. How do I always forget that? All right, the next color I'm going into is Legend. I'm prepping with Legend, and I like the way it scales it down, and then I can add it at the end. And I'm just gonna try to do a subtle eye today, guys. We're just gonna try a subtle eye. But I like the way that when you rub Skyfall in with your finger, it looks glossy. It's such a pretty color. And then we could punch it up with some balm if I decide to. But I just rub this all over the lid. All over the lid. Easy. It's easy. And then we can start digging into other colors. Let's play. I played with Waltz last week. I like Waltz. I love Legend more. It's coming. Waltz is next month's shade of the month. It's gray and it's a matte. I actually had somebody say I wanted that one. I'm like, it's not my favorite one. It's very gray. It's very gray. It could be great for fall. Well, you know, I'll play with it and be like, you need it. I am who I am. I can make myself get excited about anything. When I started dating my husband like 14 years ago, I really wanted to decorate a room. I've never had a home. I'm a military brat, so I never lived anywhere for a really long time. And this was going to be our home for like the next, well, if it worked out, which it did, 8 years. And he said I could decorate one room. And it was the bath, the half bath. The half bath that everybody uses. I went for it. I can get excited about anything. So I will get excited about Waltz, just not yet. It is very pretty, and I don't feel like, I think London's close, but it's really not. London has a little bit of purple to it. All right, what color do I want to put on? I was talking with somebody about Bubba this morning. Bubba. Anytime I say Bubba, I feel like I'm Forrest Gump. Oh, Bubba, no. Yay, Bubba. All right, we're gonna pop this on. It's a really pretty color, and I feel like this is like the Super Bowl. If anybody sees that Xanadu sells out, will you put it in the comments? Let's do a play-by-play in the comments. But, ooh, Bubba's pretty. Look at how pretty that is. And it just gives me a little bit of lift on that hood for when I'm resting my face. My husband took a picture of me last night, and I was working on my computer getting all of the emails set up to send out to everybody with their lists of the new releases. Side profiles are not my friend. I can never go to Disneyland and get a side profile cutout. It is a terrible look. I looked at him and it was cute. He sent me this little thing of a side profile of me working and said, I love you. And I was like, that's a terrible picture. Instead of being like, thank you. Thank you. All right, we got Bubba up here. Now we're gonna deepen things up. I'm using the blur brush. I really like this brush for eyeshadow. It's so pretty. I'm gonna I like warm and cool together like peanut butter jelly. And what color do we want to put with it? I don't have any of the new glitters, and Lord help me, I'm not on a Monday on theater camp day gonna put one on. I think I want to play with one I don't usually play with, Labyrinth. This has a bit of a green tinge to it. Can you see that? It's pretty. We're going to use the bigger end, the denser end of the blur brush. So we have this denser end and then the fluffy end. And I'm going to pop this on the outer part of my eye, and I'm just going to push this around really light so it's not moving my skin and over. There we go. That's not bad. It's just a touch. Just a touch on that brow bone, and then fluff it in. Use that fluffy end, bring it in, but let Legend kind of live on its own. All right, that's a pretty color. Can't believe Skyfall sold out. I was just looking at that. I thought I ordered another one too, but I guess I didn't. All right, just grabbing that Labyrinth. Boy, do I look tired. My kids, ugh. My husband loves they like watching. My youngest likes scary stuff, and it doesn't scare her. I said, "Are you just too cool?" And she goes, mm-hmm. And we had a long talk about last Monday. They should not be interrupting me today. But we were watching Ghost Adventures. Has anybody watched that? And it was earlier. They have an early bedtime, like 7:30 we start putting them to bed. So it's daylight out. It's not dark and scary. But apparently it scared my oldest, and she came in at 2 a.m. like I had just gotten into a good sleep from waking up to shop the sale. And she came in and she wanted me to go sleep with her. And then I look over and there's my youngest with her. I go, what are you doing in here? She's like, she made me come with her because she's scared. My oldest daughter made her little sister protect her. And she said because of the scary show. And then my youngest at 2 a.m. is just very angry that she got woken up. And she goes, it wasn't even that scary. But they woke me up and I had to go sleep with my 9-year-old until probably about 4 a.m. is when she woke me up with a karate chop to the neck. Just, I was done. I was like, I'm out of here. Gosh. Anyway, I'm tired is basically what I'm saying. Okay, I think I want to add a little more Legend. So I'm just going to rub in and tap on the mid. Do we want to punch this up with some balm? Yes, we do. I've been talking people into getting extra things because there is that discount based off of purchasing price. And so if you're trying to get that 10% discount and you're really close, I would say there's a few things you can get. If you're close, not far, go get yourself the balm or go get yourself Frenchie. Great add-ons that aren't crazy expensive. $14, $16 a color. If you're trying to get to that 10% discount, even if you're just trying to get to that free shipping, go get yourself a quick eyeshadow. Go get yourself Legend. Get yourself go get one of the ones you've been looking at. And Tawanda is so pretty. I add that all season. That I know it's pink, but it is such a good touch of color for any season. Christmas, it makes everything look romantic. It's like the diamonds are forever of your eyes. I went live on my Instagram, which I don't normally do. They don't like to talk as much as you guys. Good morning. Let's see who's here. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Dana. But they don't talk to me there. It's like I'm in a room by myself, but I'm not because there's some people watching. Anyway, we're almost done with the eyes. I'm not really adding any eyeshadow on the bottom. I've been having a hard time feeling like they make my eyes look deeper and darker, so I've been skipping the lower lash line. Anyway, getting this mascara on, and then we're gonna play with color correcting with Mango versus Aspen. I think using something dense is really good to correct with. Also, if you have correcting on your cheeks and you're wanting to use Mango and you still feel like it just doesn't quite do it, then you need to add Frenchie. Maybe even try Frenchie the way you would try Mango. Frenchie's a great blush addition because it goes with so many colors. It goes with every color. Forget it. It goes with every single color. And It works so well to let you use those deep and dark and punchy colors. Good morning, Lisa. All right, let's do our face. I'm assuming, hold on, let me see here. Oh, nice sweater. Brittany. Oh, I just saw that. Okay, Catherine, let's see. Are you using it on your cheeks? Is it a cheek correcting area? I'm going to use the shape brush because I also think this is a great one to get today. The silver shape brush, because again, I've been talking the heck out. I'm talking this to death, and I will talk. Okay, you got my order in for Diamonds Are Forever and lip balm. Oh, for the lip balm, the lip oil, Xanadu bronzer. Ooh, yes, those are all the things I got. When we got early release, I got an extra oil. I love it, but I did buy 2 more of the lipsticks because they're so pretty. Okay, let's get our primer on. And we're gonna use the shape brush, the silver shape brush. If you are trying to get to that discount and you don't know what to add, the silver shape brush is limited edition. Okay, cheeks a little bit, nose and chin, got it. Okay, I like Aspen because of the density, and I'm always real clear about that. It's the density more than the tone, really. I think if they had denser correctors, it'd be great, but we don't want our main highlights dense. I wish they would come out with like correctors. I mean, can you imagine who would use Aspen as a contour? Before Hazel came out, I used Walnut as a main highlight, and it was really good. I might even sometimes still use it because I want it to stay, especially in the summer, because I'm oily, so I get greasy so easily. All right, we're gonna pop a little bit. I'm using the shape brush. I'm going into my powder, and I'm just gonna hit right here because I'm so greasy this summer. Ugh, blech. So I prep with powder, just absorb the gunk. Okay, I'm gonna touch my hair a lot, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to be zoomed in. I hope I'm not too zoomed in because I know how that can be. What I see, what you guys see is always so, I hate my hair. I hate it. Do I have a hair? Oh, I have a hair tie. Should I do it? I don't know. I have a hard time. I like a good deep part. I do know that. Okay, shape brush. We're gonna put Aspen over here and then over here. Getting into it. Aspen is my favorite. And again, because of density. I get too teachy on these things. I like to just mute the red using this gray tone. And I'm just using the big fat end of the shape brush to get that redness and to see the color, but mute that redness. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my skincare has been on fire lately, and my spots have been actually really great. And I'm just gonna say it's because of the skincare. I hope. I don't know. Okay, so it's dense, it mutes it, you still see the stuff. So there we go. I'm gonna go into Mango next. It's a really good corrector, but to me, it's more of a camo color. So I'm gonna use this as a part of my foundation, okay? So anywhere I have discoloration, I'm gonna go over it. Hyperpigmentation, redness, I'm camoing it with this color instead of the way I use it over here. So I use it differently when I'm gonna use a camo color. I'm covering it, okay? And we're gonna piece it together. And this is how I would use it. So if you have the redness on the nose and you prefer the mango, try it instead of the way I use Aspen, try it as a camo color. So it's a little bit darker than the problem. And we're just gonna go in and correct it on this side. I think longevity-wise is why I like Aspen. This reminds me of when I do Demi. I think it stays longer than Demi, but I do require some touching up. All right, so I've covered it. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do my makeup. Well, wait, let's add our suede. Because again, I like suede for hyperpigmentation because it's a similar tone and it's dense. And it camouflages things nicely, but I also want my contour, my bronzer, and my blush to stay put. And that's it. Okay, now we can do our makeup. All right, what brush do I want to use? What brush am I using today? What's the cleanest? Cheese and crackers, everything's flying around. Let's try this brush. We're gonna do 3D brush. Okay, I'm gonna go into Amber as my main highlight. Now, when I'm using this over Aspen and Suede, I start down here and I'm just gonna balance out my skin. So I'm just balancing out my skin bringing it down my jaw because our face doesn't stop at our jawline, just looks like it, so you'll end up with that makeup line. And then I'm bringing it in. And when I get up to my aspen, I'm gonna cover my stuff, but I'm stippling over it because of that density. It's gonna hold my makeup on top. So I'm able to do the coverage that I like, and it's gonna stay put really nice. There we go. And I only put this on the beard of my face, but I like the stippling method going in right here, just like that. That's the only place I really need to put amber. I have a hyperpigmentation spot right here, and it doesn't like to hold color. So those people, so any of you who have messaged me and they're like, it just doesn't hold color, I get you. I get you, I get you, I get you. All right, over here with this mango, I'm going to piece it together like a puzzle. I'm gonna grab that amber highlight and I'm gonna balance my skin right here and build. I like building, that way I don't end up with too much. And then I'm going to go up next to, I'm gonna bring this down my neck too. I'm gonna bring it up to that mango and I'm gonna let it just nudge up to it. I'm gonna flip this to the fluffy and I'm gonna bridge them together. That way my mango is still where my mango is and my amber is where my amber is. And I'm just letting them work together side by side rather than on top of each other. Does that make sense? That's how I would do it. Grabbing a little more mango right here to cover. Okay, and then I'm gonna be able to use my Frenchie on top for a little more coverage. Okay, detail brush, and I'm gonna go into my cedar and we're gonna contour. And I'm just popping some over here, popping some over here. I like this stuff. I like a nice subtle. Today I'm just kind of going a little less than I usually do. It's a laundry day, trying to get ready for a trip. We're leaving this weekend and I'm a little nervous. It's fire season and everything's on fire where we're going. Anyway, we're gonna go above that natural shadow. I'm gonna hang it far back. Just gonna keep it back here and I'm gonna underblend it. But stippling this on over any correcting, mango, aspen, suede, June, whatever color you're using to color correct, anytime you're going over it, stipple. Stamp over it, don't swirl them together. All right, tappy, tappy, tap, gonna get my nose, get that bump, stipple, 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 because I did bring it up. But also think about the contours you're using. If you're using indigo, it could be pulling out more of that redness because there is a red undertone, and maybe try cedar as your contour. I like cedar because I feel like it works really well with different kinds of discoloration. That's just my opinion. That is my opinion. Cedar is my favorite, but when I'm going, this was something I did on my Instagram yesterday, is to show the difference. I did just cedar over here, and then to show how I would take a day look to a night look. It's not about adding more makeup, it's about changing the tones. So I dipped into both cedar and indigo together just to make cedar just a little bit deeper, but not red. It pulls very red on me with my brown hair, but I added into my cedar a little bit just to punch it up a little bit, and it took me from a nice subtle to a more punchy color. It was really pretty. And then I could go in and do the things that I want to do. All right, grabbing a little more. We're gonna get that jaw right here. Boom, boom, boom. Hide the things, chisel out the things. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do my brightening next. I'm going to use the fluffy end of the shape brush, and I'm gonna go into Versailles. Oh wait, I haven't color corrected my under eyes. What am I thinking? All right, balm, 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 balm. Put that on. If you haven't added balm to your under eye routine, you should try it. I mean, it's makeup, it washes off. When you put the contour over color corrector, how hard or light are you spouncing? Not hard. This stuff is very forgiving. It's like that. I don't know how else to explain it. Like that. I'm not smashing it. That'll just screw it up. It's just, the warmth of your skin helps to move the makeup where you want to move it until you set it, and that's really, really nice. But you don't need a lot to do it. It's just a touch, and these brushes are so nice and dense and flat. This is my favorite brush for contouring. It moves the makeup so, so, so good. But by spouncing, it doesn't mix it the way swirling it would. You ever mix paint? Mixes better this way than if you're just doing this. It just, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right, small end of the shape brush. No, I'm not. I'm getting my Frenchie. Y'all, I did not sleep last night. Okay, sleeping with kids is not good sleep. Taking Frenchie, I'm going up and under, boop, boop. Turns it a shade of pink. That's okay. I like it. It cancels it. I like doing this because it's faster than Demi. Demi is so intricate to me, where it's just like touching, 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 tapping. It just, that makes me happy. That's what I like. All right, small end of the fluffy brush, finally of the shape brush. And I am going to smile and I'm going to hit this line. I'm going to do an over exaggeration of my under. I'm coming way, way, way down before my blushes. And I've been liking the brightness where I'm focusing it more around my eye than under my eye. Does that make sense? And it just, I like the brightness that it gives my whole face. All right, grabbing it again, we're gonna go in the middle of the forehead here. We're gonna push this out and up into that contour, and then it balances out. This is supposed to be lighter than your skin tone, not too crazy light. It's just supposed to be a shade or two lighter to look like reflecting light. It'll give you this really pretty youthful look. Gonna sweep down the middle, and then what's left goes on the Cupid's bow and right on the mid of the chin. Using a brush like the shape brush, it forces you to go light. Whereas the small end of the blend brush, you have more control. This is less control, but lighter coverage than that dense end. And it's such a good brush. So I'm just gonna sweep this down. I'm gonna use this just to spounce my nose. Blend it all out. Okay. I'm gonna blend this out, and then I'm gonna bring it up to that inner corner, and then I'm gonna tap onto I'm pressing this hard. This is a really fluffy brush. It's very different feel. So it looks like I'm smashing it. It's just super fluffy. It's just super, super fluffy, whereas the detail brush is very dense. And so I'm just bringing this up and then bringing it to that soft tissue. I don't like to apply direct cream to this little fat bag because it's going to make it crepey. It's going to make it textury. It's going to look thicker than it actually is. And I want to not accentuate the puffiness from not sleeping from 2 to pretty much 4:30 in the morning, and then all the other reasons I was up last night. But I am tired. I am tired. This mom is tired. Okay. All right, let's see. We're going to go into Xanadu now because it's so pretty. If your Xanadu is limited stock right now, it's low stock right now. So I don't know if anybody's noticed if it's out of stock yet. It's out of stock in Canada. It is low stock in the US, and it is coming back. That's one of the reasons why I was late, is that something popped down. It said Xanadu update. I was like, oh, I should know about this before I go live. It will be back permanently, I think, at Christmas. They didn't give an exact date. They said a few months, which tells me maybe Black Friday. That would be fun. Okay, let's get into Xanadu. I love it. It's creamy, but it doesn't pick up. Bella picks up, and it has peaks sometimes when you pick it up because it's so creamy. This one is so soft, and it's like silk. It feels like silk, like if you have a silk nightie or a silk top. That's what it feels like. I'm gonna go right up here. This will last you such a long time if you put it in small places like this. This is the only place that I'll put it, okay? You can do this with your finger, or you can do this with a brush, but I'm gonna blend this out. This is supposed to just look like a touch of a kiss of the sun. And I like the subtle shimmer in it because shimmers are a deal breaker for me because I have that oily skin. But it blends so good. Or you can pick it up with the brush, and you can just go right over here and do it this way. It's so pretty. And this shape brush is so good for just this kind of stuff. When I first tried the shape brush, Brittany, I think even Alice was there. We have a Marco Polo chat. And when I got this brush and played with it, I went on our Marco Polo group chat and I was like, you guys. And completely was like, just obscene. It was just the most over dramatic love for a brush. And it's so, so good. And then I really never really thought much about the shape brush except liking it so much. And then when they came out with the gold brushes, I was like, what the French toast is this? I picked it up to use. I was like, this is not the shape brush. And that's when I pulled them all out. And that's when okay. Okay, you're glad you stayed up. Good. Yeah, I honestly thought that the oil and the lipstick would be sold out this morning when I woke up. I was very surprised that it's not even low stock yet, but they are permanent, so they must have a ton. And it was also really nice that they told artists, you can only get one, and we're only going to limit what you can get. We weren't able to buy everything. So the lipstick, we were not able to get early. We were not able to get the lipstick early. We were able to get the lip oil early and only one, which was genius. Limited stock and limiting the artists because selfish Sally's going crazy with the amount they were getting. Okay, so this is all the bronzer I like. This is all, I want to do the bronzer mask, but my makeup's kind of looking nice and I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so I've got my brightener on. I've got pretty much everything on. I'm going to go into with the small end of the shape brush. I'm very low. I will use this till it's gone. 100% of it, I will use all of it. So I'm going to grab some of that Frenchie and I'm going to put that on the apples of my cheeks because that's where my scarring is. So, Catherine, are you rosacea or scarring? Are you rosacea or scarring? I'm trying to remember because I know I color matched you. I'm just trying to remember your picture. And I can't remember. But taking Frenchie, rosacea. Okay, I love when people, okay, so there's a gal that I talk to a lot. She's on my team. And she has wild rosacea. Wild. And I have her use Frenchie down here, not all over, and I let her rosacea peek through like an additional blush. You can let your rosacea work for you rather than against you because it's a natural color that looks, I just think it's pretty, but you can cover it more in certain areas and let it work with you than against you. But Frenchie with rosacea is really, oh good. Okay, I would, if you feel that mango still isn't correcting, some people really like June. I don't know, I can't remember what your main highlight is, but some people use June as a corrector, but Frenchie on your blush so you can use whatever color you want. I would say get Frenchie and add that to your collection. It's pretty. It's pretty for the under eye correcting if you need it. It's pretty on the cheeks with blush. I'm going to be adding to it. Anyway, I might even just add more Xanadu to my cheeks because it's so, I like a good bronzy blush. So we're going to smile and we're going to add more Xanadu with Frenchie. And that's pretty. Okay, more Xanadu with Frenchie. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Dahlia, which is this bright pink. I think Dahlia matches Pink Slip, but in a satin finish. Something seems too heavy, so wonder about switching. I would, if you have the blend brush or you have the shape brush, apply it with those so you're not putting on too much, because if it looks heavy or it feels heavy, it's too much product. It's 80% pigmentation, so it's not going to take a lot. And remember, you're going to bump up your main highlight to that color, just like I had done over here. Put it on, underblend it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then when you put your main highlight on, bump up next to it and let it blend together. The way that everything ends up blending together. It'll be really, really pretty, but maybe try less. I'm going to grab and just fluff on a little bit of Dahlia, and I'm not going to go near my scarring. I'm going to go right up onto the tops of my cheekbone here and just add a touch of flushness to my bronzer. And then boom. Pretty, 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 pretty. We'll bring some up. Why not? You seen people adding pink to their foreheads? I mean, pink is part of being kissed by the sun. right? Right. Detail brush, we're gonna go in, we're gonna pop on some lip shadows because we need our lip shadows to look like we got lips. Looking like we got a lip. But I mean, both look great. There's nothing, and that's why I like being like, my way isn't the way. Everybody has a way, and it's finding yours to make it work. I'm gonna add brows. We're almost done. Look at me go, under an hour, maybe. And no haterators today. I was a little nervous because it's a sale day that the MLM haters were gonna come popping on. I'm just gonna fix a few strays here. Fixing some strays. Uh-oh. Hello, 43. Yeah, I have. It's fine. It's fine. We're all humans here. Nothing's perfect, right? Anybody else have a mole that grows like 3 hairs? Just me? That's good. That's good. Okay. Welcome to 43. All right. I'm going to go into Trust, tap it off, and I'm going to just pop this on this bottom corner, and I'm going to go up. I hear my chickens. Hear my chickens calling. They were very, very happy. My new chickens and my old chickens, my new chickens don't look like babies anymore, but they won't leave the coop. Like, they won't even go into the run. And then I went in to clean, and I had to open all the doors. Front door to the chicken house, chicken coops, because we took a shed and converted it. And so there's a front room that was going to be a greenhouse, but it's just too darn hot. So it's just chicken stuff. Anyways, and then there's a back door. I wanted a lot of access to get the heck out of there in case anything happened. Anyways, they wouldn't even leave to go free range. They stayed on their little nesting box top. And if I had to, because I had to move it to shovel, and they rode it. They were just like, move it. I'm not moving, but you can move it. And they just stayed on it the whole I hate birds and their feet. Oh, I hate birds, and I have chickens, and I don't eat eggs. Like, how does that make sense? The things you do for your family, I tell you what. But I don't even remember the point of my story there, but I can hear my chickens. I can hear my chickens. Anyway, I cleaned out their coop, gave them all new ground cover to prepare for being gone on vacations, and the OG chickens went back in, and they love when there's fresh ground cover in there. They just were like booting the new chickens off their perch because they wanted to just like, I've never heard it before, but like when one of my chickens is happy, she kind of screams. Not loud, but she's like, ah. Super weird. But she like gets in her nesting box with Ross the rooster, because it's Luna, and that's Ross's favorite. You could definitely tell looking at her that that's the favorite. She has the biggest bald spot and the little gougy marks. She loves being the favorite. I don't know. But she got in there and she kicked those new chickens out and sat in that box and was just so happy. Her and Ross just sitting in their nesting boxes, just singing away. Ross sings when he gets his red pepper flakes and he gets his scratch. He sings, and it's super cute. I hate him. He charged me last night. I went to go lock him back up, and I was walking up to the coop wearing regular shoes, and I think that's where the problem was. I wasn't wearing my green chicken boots with little chickens on them, little Rosses all over them. And I turned around, and he was like low fat running at me. I just screamed at him. I'm not like a controlled chicken lady. Let's understand this. I've had a lot of people send me this video of this girl taking care of her friend's chickens, and that's what I look like. I don't look like I know how to do chickens when I'm taking care of my chickens. There's so much screaming. Oh, okay. You don't understand how I'm thinking over plucking. That, plucking your chin hair doesn't stop, right? I don't get it either. I know maybe it's time. Like, you need to damage the cell it comes out of. I feel like that's what it took, because it does take us a long time to get our brows to not grow our hair in this area. I mean, it took us years of just over plucking the crap out of them. Anyway, that could be it. We just really need to just dig into it and really just damage the hair follicle. What is it? What is it that it grows out of? I don't know. I do makeup. I don't do hair stuff. Okay. Brows are on. Face is on. I'm going to set my makeup with the setting sandwich. And not talk about my chickens anymore. They're crazy. And then we're going to grab our powder. I'm going to use my fluffy brush on my blush and bronzer. And I am going to start on the perimeter of my face and then bring it in. I don't apply my powder directly to the middle of my face. It's going to texturize and thicken my makeup. It does not matter what powder you're using. Powder's always going to change the consistency of your makeup. It's just powder. It's how it works. It's a thickening agent. What do you when people say I don't understand? And baking, I was looking at pictures this morning and I figured out when I started watching people who bake, I could tell on my face it dulled my makeup and it made my skin look so dry. So dry. I don't know why I was baking. It was so gross and such a waste of product. I wasted so much powder and went through so much powder. So when I feel like my brush is empty, I'll go under my eyes. If I have an event, I'll use my Laura Mercier. I don't like using my Laura Mercier for all day, every day. It's really just a fancy thing. And then spray your powder again, because the moisture of your spray, I mean, this is all like things that should make sense to us from arts and crafts, okay? If you wet something that's powdery, it will reduce that powdery texture. So I just press in my setting spray into that setting powder. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the lipstick because the lipstick's my favorite. I think it's a beautiful standalone product. Beautiful standalone product. If there's something you guys want to see, I've been using Pink Slip and Lavender Fields together as a lip color, and it's so pretty. Pop on that Pink Slip and then tap a little bit of that Lavender. Is it Lavender Fields? Why do I want to call it Lavender? Is it Lavender Fields? I know it's Lavender something. Lavender Skies. Lavender Skies. That makes a lot more sense. No, it doesn't. It should be a field. Anyways, I pop Pink Slip on and then I put a little bit of this Lavender Skies over top and it makes it a really beautiful color. I love it, but I want to show my dad lips. I say that because I have my dad's lips. I want to show the lipstick by itself, because when you're out to dinner and you're drinking and you're eating and your lipstick's off, you don't want to go and just line. You don't want to go and do that. But this thing is, I've sold this at a restaurant, applying this lipstick all by itself. Somebody stopped and was like, what is that? I had that happen. I don't live in a very big town. I do live in a very small town, but it stopped somebody and they're like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's my lipstick. And they thought it was the Tom Ford. I go, no, this is Saint and it's less. Tom Ford is $45 at Nordstrom. This is $25 and now it's permanent. But this on its own, I'm talking it up before I'm really just like casting you out here. It's so pretty. It takes a day look like this. I think this is a day look for me. And it can bump it to romantic like that. I think it's very beautiful, very sexy, very romantic all by itself. It plays with your lips texture. It plays with your Cupid's bows. Like it plays with your, and I don't do I have the straw lines. I don't do the thingamabobbers. Do I want to? Yeah. Don't tell me no. I want to. I'm not gonna lie. I want the Botox. I don't want this. I get it. Am I doing it? No. But this by itself is so pretty and it's very romantic, I think. I mean, if you're wanting my kind of romance, it's this. So it's got the sparkle in it all around. I keep this in my purse. That's why I ordered two. I want one for in here. I want one for my purse, and I want a backup for when I run out. I have used it's almost gone. I use the heck out of this, and I over apply the shit out of it. It's so on its own. Come on, show up, focus, focus, focus. I mean, that's so pretty, right? That's so stinking pretty, okay? By itself. By itself. We just pop this on. It's frosty, it's sheer, and you can outer line your lip with it. Tell me that doesn't make my lip look sexy. Okay, now let's just do the deal on the Cupid's bow. It's so pretty. Outer line your Cupid's bow. Don't outer line out here. It just looks like you ate and smeared it. But you put that on, okay? I hate putting on lipstick on camera. Hate it, hate it. And then outer line your Cupid's bow. Pop that puppy off. Tell me that doesn't look so pretty and romantic. It's subtle. And to me, I love a good romantic red lip, but let's just be like subtle. I think there's something very romantic about an understated lip. This is my natural lip color. This is no lipstick, no lip liner, just the Diamonds Are Forever lipstick. And I just think it's one of those things where you can go bold anywhere else. Punch up your contour, punch up your blush, punch up your eyes, and then you pop this on with nothing underneath. And it's so just subtly lovely. And it's on its own, so good. You don't have to worry about if you got it on right, because you could screw it up and it's still, I outerlined already. And it's so pretty the way that it plays with the texture. That's what I like about Saint makeup, okay? Cream makeup. Forget about this whole, I get very oversensitive about the MLM aspect, and after October, I won't have to. But cream makeup works with the texture of your skin. Like when you put on your traditional makeup, it doesn't lay with your skin like this. Your skin is beautiful and it accentuates the beauty of skin. Have you ever walked up to somebody and you notice their skin before their makeup, or they're not wearing makeup and you notice their skin? What if your makeup worked with your skin? And that's why I like creams. It doesn't have to be Saint. Cream makeups, I've played with other ones, and with my oily skin, Saint works the best with my oily skin. Everything else feels just a little slick, a little greasy, and not pigmented enough to cover my stuff. But the way the creams play with your skin and live with your skin, it's so lovely. And then you get this puppy with it, and everything just clicks together, and it's finished, it's subtle, and it's pretty. So my top pick is the lipstick. And I love the way the bronzer doesn't jump me to greasy. When my bronzer goes on, it just looks like I have a glow from being in the sun, and it has the texture of my skin plays with the lower flex of the shimmer that's in Xanadu. I don't wear shimmers. I don't wear cream illuminators, powder illuminate. I don't like them because they make me look greasy. But Xanadu, I'm only putting it in these two little areas. I'm not putting it all over. And I like the way that it plays with my skin. I like the way that I'm gonna shut up now. I feel like the horse be dead, okay? I've talked enough about it. But the Saint sale is today. Okay, the lipstick is permanent, Kath. It is permanent. The lipstick and the lip oil, which is in my pool bag that I gotta go put out, are permanent. The oil, when it sells out, it's gonna come back and it's gonna look different, but these two items are permanent. And Xanadu will be permanent by the new year. They will be permanent by the new year. Okay. There we go. That's it. I've done my makeup. I need to go pack a quick lunch for my daughter's theater camp, and we need to hit the road, Jack, because I got to get to the post office because my ghost bowl came. I'm fully still in fall decor mode, but today's sale day. Message me if you have any questions. Let's do a color match. I will color match you today so that you can get the sale, so that you can get the discounts. I'm here for it. I have planned my day around the fact that I am going to be glued to my phone for majority of the day. I've been glued to my phone since I rolled over at 5:30 this morning, talking, linking, sending, all the things. It's sale day. It's a great day. But Diamonds Are Forever, you want to add that to that. It's all season, all good. Goes great on top of colors, but in its own right, so good. I've seen other people using it as an illuminator. Again, not for me, but that doesn't mean if you have dry skin, I bet it would be lovely. Anyways, that's it. Look at me. Under an hour. Have a great day.